What's good, everybody? It's your boy JTL back with another one, aka Big Op for the JBJ Network. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. So on this video, we gonna see a chick say the same stupid bird brain shit that we've always been hearing, and that's what about holding the man accountable? And the sad thing about it is they want to keep talking about manipulation, like they don't want to make these choices that they're making. They're talking about men doing this and why are they being held accountable more. But you got to realize, y'all asking for the benefits that y'all no longer provide. You don't deserve that same benefit where you was a woman, you was a virgin, you got married by a dude, and come to find out he was married to another woman on the other side of town with a family. Y'all not the same people anymore. So this is why y'all go through what y'all go through, and people are not holding men to the same standards no more because y'all don't hold yourself to the same standards. So we're gonna let her go ahead and get into her stupid shit. It's on the Lil Peep Network. Shout out to them, but you know they always got some bird brains on them. So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
I fear that this is going to be the same thing that happens all the time. We are pointing fingers. That's the only thing that we're doing. We're pointing fingers. And women are taking uneven accountability for things. There are two bodies that are involved in having a baby. One body cannot do it alone. If the man did not give us what we need to fertilize the egg, there's no baby. Just like if the woman doesn't give them access, there's no baby. I want us to stop thinking that there is one side of the aisle that is more responsible than the other side. I cannot make a man marry me. I cannot require that of any man that doesn't want to get. There are two people involved. No, it doesn't matter what I do. I can gatekeep my body from him until he gives me a ring. It's not going to happen if he doesn't want it to happen, because newsflash, men are not marrying women who do not have access to their bodies. They're not doing that on a large scale. They're not. A man is going to leave you or cheat on you if you do not give him your body. Men in large are not marrying women that they have not had sex with. They're not doing it. They're not going to pay your bills.
Don't have to.
If you don't, they're not helping you out financially. There's no proving. They're not proving anything to you. You have to give something up for them to give you anything. Men are transactional. They're not going to be with you if you don't give something up. So y'all are letting these men lie to you. If you keep it from us, we'll give you a ring. No, you won't. I've tried that before too. They're not doing it. If the man wants to get married, he's going to get married. There's nothing that you as a woman is going to be able to do to make a man marry you.
Oh, this is another thing I have a problem with. So you mean to tell me that she's saying that how are we not blaming both sides? So black women have 1 million more children than black men do. So how could they not be the problem? That shows proof that they're having babies with a lot of the same guys. That's the only way the number would make sense. You can see that more black women have more children with the same guys who have multiple children, you know what I'm saying, and multiple baby mamas. You see situations where dudes will have 17 baby mamas and 23 kids. How's that even possible? I seen one show where it was 3 dudes that was responsible for fathering over 100 children with over 30 women. How is it that women would meet a dude with multiple kids and have another baby with him and then get mad when the same results happen where the relationship didn't work out? For whatever reason it was, it just didn't work out. So that's one thing that she sounds stupid on. On the second thing, going back to men need to be held accountable. Men always get held accountable. You got to pay child support. If you get divorced, alimony, child support, you might not get the same visitation rights with your kids. You may lose properties. You may lose a lot of things, resources that you have to give to your ex-wife or to your baby mama. But the difference is, shout out to Lady O, because she was saying this, even if you do all that, that does not mean they're going to make the man spend time with those kids. So what else are you supposed to do? They give you housing. They give you food. They give you all kinds of shit. They give you all this stuff, food, housing, you know what I'm saying, extra money when it comes to income tax and all of those things. And then you expect what? Because in the family courts, they don't care if you spend time with your children or not. All they worry about is that money, because they get benefits off of that money from the government. It's its own separate entity. So once they're paying all that money, the government or the child support system is able to get money borrowed against it or something like that and double it up for every payment that they get. So they get billions of dollars for this stuff. So they don't care about the father spending time with the children. Unless you fortunate, if you're in an unfortunate situation like that where the judge is going to grant you those visitation rights and make sure that they, you know, you doing the right thing, that's not normally what happens because the system is already in autopilot and it goes that way. So when you're talking about blaming these men, much as they blame women, it's impossible if there's more black women with kids than black men. It is on y'all. If you can't keep your legs closed, like the fact that she said, man ain't gonna marry you and want to be with you unless you have sex with him. Instead of saying, oh, wait, hold on, then that means I need to be saying, y'all bitches need to keep your legs closed and don't fuck with them niggas. No, instead of her saying that, she made the excuse for why women do that. Women don't give up their ass just because they want that man to not go nowhere. They're giving up the ass because they want to have sex with that man in the first place. And a lot of times, them situations is not what's happening. She wanted that man in the first place because she was attracted to him. So the fact that we keep seeing him making excuses and think that men are just supposed to go with that, or people in general, first of all, we always do. If you think about it, all the men in mainstream always hold other men accountable. The problem is you come to these spaces, we ain't with that bullshit no more. So stop trying to blame men and saying we don't. It's a small minority of men that are on YouTube saying what we're saying. In the mainstream world, a man can be a piece of shit, but as long as he's successful and saying what women want to hear, that's manipulation because they lying to you. But as long as he's saying what you want to hear, it's cool. Look at Shaq. Fucked up his whole family, but he's still going to get bitches. He's a multi-millionaire. He's still going to get women. You've seen what he did with his last family, and women can still sleep with him. Nick Cannon, you see how many kids he got. Future, you see how many kids he got. NBA Youngboy, you see how many kids he got. Country Wayne, you see how many kids he got. All these dudes with all these kids, all these broken homes, and women are still rewarding because they have money and fame and popularity. So if you really expect things for us to change, considering that these are a minority of men that get all this access to all these women, you have to blame women. You have to hold women accountable because women fought to get this right. So now they have to have accountability. They thought that men were just scapegoats and we don't have to do nothing. That's bullshit. We pay the most child support. We pay the most alimony. We lose the most shit in court, especially with access to our kids. We lose the most shit. The only difference about men, we know how to take it in stride. We charge it to the game. Women can't do that. That's why the main thing you hear women complaining is because they can't take the L. This your boy JTL, a.k.a. Big Op, for another one. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the JVJ Network. We're going to be back. You know what it is. Cheer!